Howdy everyone, welcome back to the show today. Well, you know, I've been kind of putting this project off for quite a little while now. What do you say? Let's dig into this and see what's going on. Welcome to JT's Barn and Grill. So friends, back to this little TO-35 here, or Massey Harris Ferguson, whatever you want to call it. Time to dig into this project. Now, if you caught the first video on this, the Will It Start video, I bought this tractor knowing that it had some kind of transmission problem. Supposedly, it has a broken shift fork. Now, the pin's not in the shifter here, and it does all kinds of fun stuff. It's in A gear, or it's between two gears, because I've noticed if you can start it up, you can drive it a little bit, and she starts to bind. It won't start after that because the engine starts cranking really hard. Maybe that's not even transmission related, but I think it is, because even when you put the middle shifter into neutral, you can't pull it frontwards. It skids the tires, but it'll roll backwards. So there is definitely some serious issues with this little rig, but I don't know what they are, and I need to dig into that. So I think the first thing I'm going to do, I have a good feeling I'm going to end up splitting the engine off, dropping the transmission, and then splitting it off the rear housing, because if there's a fork or something missing or bound or whatever, I believe I have to have, don't hold me to that, because I haven't even dug into this thing yet. I really don't know, but I believe I have to have the whole thing apart to get them rods through there. So, but like I said, let's not jump ahead of the game here. Let's get all this stuff out of the way so I can actually have a look down in there and see what's going on. I don't know exactly what I'm going to have to do to get that off of there. There's a bunch of, basically every wire on this is going to go to the wayside anyway, but nevertheless, let's see. So I'm going to have to pull this, let's call this a steering pitman arm, and the one on the other side, because they're both together there. What else has to be removed? Maybe this stuff, all this, because the steering wheel's essentially hooked into the whole thing there, so that's going to have to go. Let's get to her. What do we got going on here already? Okay, well, that's there. Okay, all right. Not the first time I've split one of these. I did a TO-20 here several years back. Engine cracked between the sleeves, so I had to redo that whole thing. That was fun. Hey, since these resemble a pitman arm, I'm going to take a pitman arm puller. See if I can jam it in here, and absolutely I can. Give her a little. There we go. Bingo, there's one. Okay. Well, aren't you? All right, we'll just sneak in from this direction. I'll get you out of there one way or another. Or will I? Studying this a little further, so I can't get my pitman arm puller over this. It won't go on through the bottom, which is helpful. I got to get this off. Might as well just start pulling everything off this goofy tractor. There. One less thing. Well, there, guys. Got that out of the way, and critter nest. Who'da thunk? Anyway, that'll make this a little bit easier. I can get all this mumbo jumbo out of the way, and then get that top loader off of there and actually see what kind of problems await. There, got a little
screw in this throttle linkage. We'll just, yep, okay. Okay, well, that wasn't the outcome I was looking for, but yeah, it worked. All right, what else we got here? A couple bolts on the bottom. There. Where's the hammer? So friends, I've got a really interesting problem here. There ain't enough room between that and that for the width of my pitman arm puller to get in there and pull that out. Ain't that a son of a gun? So I don't know what I'm gonna do here. I'd like to get that. I might have to pull it off the bottom. Kind of hate to, but desperate times call for desperate measures, I think, here. Let's try this. Maybe I can get that thing to wedge in there. Give it a pop. I mean, anything's possible. Give that a little pop and see what happens. It's bending my pickle fork all to shit. Well, guys, I already spent too much time on that. Let's see if I can pop this nut off of here and just pull that ball joint. I'm guessing that's not going to go well either, but hey, it's worth a shot, right? What do I need here? That's a little bit better. Okay, well, here goes. I'm going to say nothing, but I'm hoping. Hey, all right. Well, so at least I kind of a roundabout way, but whatever. Okay, can I get this off of here now? Yes, mostly. What's holding me up besides that throttle lever? Oh well, if I didn't take this job on, this tractor would be sitting forever, so might as well just do it. Okay, where's my bucket of bolts? Right here. We got more wires in the way. Let's do an electrical delete here. Yes, go away. This thing's going to get a new starter switch and a 12-volt one-wire internally regulated alternator. Really no need for all that crap. Okay, let's go for 3. See if I can get this off of here. Okay. Oh dear. Oh dear. There's those. Get that out of my way. Okay, kinda exactly what my buddy Wyatt was telling me. So, if you look right here, there's quite a little bit of shift fork missing there. That one's got plenty. What do we got? The high-low. Okay, high-low shifter takes place back there, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I am mistaken, but yeah, so definitely got a broken shift fork. Now I got to get this out. That'll be the fun part. That's where I got to split this and split this so I can ease that out of there. You know what? I wonder if I got to... Let me study that a little bit here, friends. Maybe I only got to take the back half off and I can just slide the rod out far enough to get this fork off of here and make that work. I don't know though. Let me think about this for a minute and I'll get right back with you when I decide of what I'm going to do. Well, guys, I think after looking at this for a little while, I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to take a chance, if nothing else. And I'm just going to drain the oil out, split the back off, and just see where it leaves me. I mean, worst case scenario, I get that transmission jack out and then I pull the transmission and the engine off. That's, you know, could be worse, I guess. So let me get the back off of this and yeah, let's see what she says at that point. Well, that was easy. Okay. Where's that big socket I had? I bet you it'll fit. Like I said before, guys, every drain plug on every Massey Ferguson I have is 1 1/16. This one's the same. Oh, that looks bad. Had a feeling. Well, since that's getting full really fast and it's still pulling fluid from the rear end, I'm going to plug it back up for the moment. Go dump this in the pail. Then I'm going to undo the rear end bolt. I'll put this under there and I'll just grab a regular oil pan to put under this one to catch what's left. Hopefully at that point in time, I'll have enough of this fluid out where I won't have a humongous mess on my floor, just what I got right there. And now that I know where that's leaking, I can stop that one from happening. Let's just see how much stuff actually comes out of one. Oh, is that not gonna? Well, never had her say it's too long. Huh. I guess some girls like a little shorter guy. I don't know. Whatever. No judgment. Oh dear, look at all that water. That's like pure water. Well, I better be ready with the plug on this one. Jeez, I can't keep up. Okay, let's go for round 2.5 here. Oh boy, it didn't go back in that hard. They both seem to have lost some momentum. That's comforting. I'm glad of that. Well, now, yeah, like I say, I don't know. Just how I'm gonna manage to fish that out of there. Oh, by golly. Look at that, friends, I got it. Oh, it's my lucky day. Well, friends, from here on out, she's pretty easy. All I got to do, unhook both brake linkages. There's one clamp on this super duper muffler. I'll take that off. Take all 47 bolts out of this and just, you know, just kind of, just give it a, there we go. That's what I like to see. Where am I? Who am I? What am I doing? Let's get this stuff. Let's get this done. Oh, on the ground I go. It sure beats laying in the mud. Get you out of my way. Hi guys, well, it's a couple days into the future working on this little guy now. Look, I got Fluffy and a Super M. Nope, just a regular M. We'll get into him another day. But guys, I know I left you off here. I was supposed to have this video done on Sunday, and I didn't make it. Ran into some technical difficulties. Not with the tractor, but more like with maybe this stuff and the guy behind this thing right now. Things like that happen, but nevertheless, we're moving forward here. So I've gotten this apart. This is really easy to get this out of here. I think I'm going to pull these two bolts. I'm going to pull this fork. Whole thing's going to slide out of here, and I'll be able to get my broken shift fork out of there. Well, you sure have a lot to say today. Yeah, come here, you goofball. You haven't wanted to be a part of anything in a long time. Yes. Yes. Yeah, guys, like I said, I think this is going to be pretty simple. And I'm kind of glad I don't have to split the front. I don't have to split the front off of this tractor because, well, one, I really didn't want to. If I didn't have to, why bother? And well, there we go. We've even got the little shift ball inside of there. Fits these little rails real nice so they can, when you shift into gears, you can feel your click, click. That's on account of those things. Oh, what do I need to do here? Getting ahead of myself. Okay, here's that one's loose. And that one's loose. Now, how will this come out of here? Just set that right aside for a minute here. And that's going to be a struggle. I know this seems crazy, but I really do have to get this little puller out to use my fingers to pull it because I just can't get it. You are a stubborn, miserable little bastard. Now we need... Oh, for pity's sake. There. Finally. Okay, come off of there. Now, this shift fork I'm just going to set aside. Now this one, let me get this out the rest of the way. Here. This one doesn't slide nearly as bad as the other one did. Also, if you're doing this, remember, there's little plungers in here. Pull the plunger out so it doesn't slide off into, I mean, it'll stop, but just do yourself a favor and pull that out of there. Thankfully, this one's not as sticky as that one was. There's my broken fork. Fluffy. So friends, there you have it. Indeed, as my buddy said, he had a making suspicion there was a shift fork broken, and it does. Now, in true fashion of ready, fire, aim, I did order a shift fork for this. I was kind of hoping it would be here by this Friday so I could work on this video. And maybe have one video where I just did the whole thing and slammed her back together. That's Fluffy. Oh, there's a new tractor here. That's why she's curious. She don't give a shit about what I have, but when something new shows up, curiosity gets the cat every time. But anyway, friends, so shift fork is out. That tractor back there, she's as good as fixed already. Now, friends, I need your help with a little something here. So, obviously, this tractor looks like hell. It may have been yellow once upon a time. Parts of it may have been gray. Someone's painted it red. This is where I want your opinions, my friends. Should I go ahead, after we get this back together, run it a little bit, make sure the loader works, all the rest of the stuff? Because, again, I don't know a lot about this tractor, but I do know that I am going to paint it because that's just what I do. Option A. Should I paint it yellow? It apparently was yellow at one time, and I can scratch gray paint off yellow paint. So my guess is it was yellow originally. I can tell you that it is absolutely not what they would call a utility 35 because it does not have the correct front axle in it for that. If it was a utility, it'd have a big square axle that's non-adjustable. This does not have that. So that tells me it's certainly not a utility 35, but it was yellow once upon a time. Option 2. Should I paint it like Massey Ferguson 35 colors? Red, silver, multicolored silver red wheels. I don't know, friends. What do you think? Now, I know that some of you in the comments are going to say, well, it's a TO-35. You should paint it Ferguson gray. Nope, that's too boring. I'm not doing gray. Normally, I'm kind of a stick to your guns, kind of a go with originality, but this tractor's already been 3 different colors. Originality's out the window. So I'm going to make it original to me. So, like I said, yellow or Massey Ferguson 35 colors. Tell me what you think. So, friends, with that, Fluffy and I are going to leave you today. Thanks for your patience in waiting for me to finish this tractor for an extra week. You know, things happen. And I still got to find some time to get started on this M from my buddy Farmall Matt down the street here. She's a little smoky, a little chuggy, it's sick and it's not happy. It needs Dr. JT to take care of it. So, friends, that's going to do it for us today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.